Ashley with the NRP Break of Day newscast. Here are the headlines. PM warns that those withholding information about crime will be targeted through the law. Teen held with gun and ammunition arrested. Teacher accused of sex crime resigns. St. Anne Municipal Council still arguing over absence of police from general meeting. And in sports, Cavalier beat Harborview by 3-1 at the Tony Spalding Sports Complex on Thursday in their National Premier League game. The news today is brought to you by Suritsu Communications, connecting homes, connecting lives, connecting multiple platforms through convergence. Check them today by calling 333-1927 or 876-333-1926. Suritsu Communications. We are here to serve you better. Discover the power of seamless connection with Suritsu Communications, your go-to wireless internet provider. Right here in your backyard, our expert team delivers state-of-the-art internet service promptly and professionally. Choose from our comprehensive packages: AirSpeed, Home, Advanced, or Custom, all designed for the data-driven user. Ready for lightning-fast internet? Call us at 876-333-1926 or 876-333-1927 and be online within hours. Suritsu Communications, where we're not just connecting homes, we're building communities through technology. And now the news. Prime Minister Andrew Holness says people who have knowledge about the deaths of 2 schoolboys in Salt Springs, St. James on Monday, and who have not given information to the police are just as guilty as the killer. The Prime Minister says the government is making the legislative moves that will target people who have information about a crime to be committed or criminal action and fail to provide it to the security forces. Mr. Holness was addressing members of the school community, including close relatives of the 2 boys that were killed at Shetwood Memorial School, St. James on Thursday. The 2 boys, 7-year-old Justin Perry and 9-year-old Nakoliv Smith, were shot dead in a taxi as they made their way home from school. A man using a high-powered rifle fired on the vehicle. A man also in the taxi, 26-year-old Tevin Hale, was also killed. He was said to be the intended victim. The Prime Minister said those with information about the crime and who did not tell the police what they know were part of the ecosystem of crime that had to be dismantled. He said those who knew and didn't tell the police were equally as guilty as the killers.
That someone must have known what is about to unfold. And as I stand here and speaking to you, someone knows where the criminal terrorist, the beast is. And you are equally as guilty for having this knowledge and not sharing it with the authorities.
Mr. Holness said the country had a law called misprision of a felony. Yes, that's it. That deals with people who have information about a crime to be committed or was committed and did nothing. He said that law would be reviewed to target people who had information and didn't give it to the police. Mr. Holness said there was no security for those who knew about crime and kept their mouths shut.
Holding your mouth is not going to guarantee the security of your life or the life of your children. It is because you have held your mouth why this is happening. And until we start to utilize the secure channels of communications that have been established, either for reward or because you're a good citizen, tell us what you know. Because as we increase the sophistication of our investigative capacity, we are not only going to pinpoint the criminal, we are going to start to pinpoint the people who knew. I want to make that absolutely clear, that if we're going to really bring to heel the beast of crime that is loose in our land, the ecosystems that protect the criminal must also be dismantled.
Prime Minister Andrew Holness. The Prime Minister said everything should be done to make sure the lives of the 2 boys did not go in vain. The unit in the police force that investigates sex crimes is probing an incident at Campion High School in St. Andrew, where a teacher is accused of sexual misconduct. The male teacher is reported to have sent a male student several sexually explicit photographs. The matter was reported to the school's principal, who brought in the police. Chairman of the school, Anthony Thompson, in a communication to the school community, said as soon as the board knew about it, they took action. The accused teacher resigned this week. The Center for Sexual Offenses and Child Abuse, SSOCA, is investigating. A 17-year-old boy has been arrested after police say they seized a gun and ammunition he had in his possession. He cannot be named as he is a minor. Police say they were carrying out an operation in Truro District, Burnt Savannah, Westmoreland, on Thursday, November 9. Reports are that at about 11:50 a.m., the lawmen saw the teen among a group of people in a yard. His actions aroused their suspicion. The teen was accosted and searched. During the search, one Smith & Wesson revolver with 5.328 rounds of ammunition was found in his possession. He was taken into custody. The number of dengue cases in Jamaica continues to rise. Latest data provided by the Ministry of Health and Wellness indicates that 3,147 suspected, presumed, and confirmed dengue cases have been recorded. There have also been 9 deaths. Luan Bramwell-Shakes reports.
At a press conference on Thursday, Minister of Health and Wellness, Dr. Christopher Tufton, appealed to people to do what they could to help prevent the spread of mosquitoes that cause dengue. Among the steps people can take, he said, were regular monitoring of water storage containers for mosquito breeding, keeping surroundings free of debris, and destroying or treating potential mosquito breeding sites. He also reminded people to wear protective clothing against mosquito bites and to use a DEET mosquito repellent. Dr. Tufton said all parishes continue to observe an increase in dengue cases compared to 2022, with Kingston and St. Andrew reporting the highest number of cases, 776 for 2023. At the same time, St. Thomas maintains the highest rate of cases, followed by Portland and Trelawney. The health minister repeated the advice from clinicians that the public is not to use aspirin, diclofenac, ibuprofen, or any of the medication and pain relievers known as non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, NSAIDs. These drugs, when used to treat the fever in dengue, have been known to increase the severity of the disease. On September 23, the ministry declared a dengue outbreak for the island. I am Lou Ann Bramwell-Shakes for NRP Radio News.
Thank you, Mrs. Shakes. And finally, in the local segment of the news, there was one more debate in the St. Anne Municipal Corporation, SAMC, on Thursday about the absence of the police from the monthly general meeting. This is the 4th consecutive month that the police have not appeared to provide the updates to councillors on the crime and traffic situation and any initiatives they were pursuing. In the October meeting of the SAMC, there was much crosstalk and dissatisfaction expressed by several councillors when they were told that the police would no longer report to the general meeting. They were now to appear only at committee meetings. After that meeting, Chairman Sidney Stewart told the media that he would make a decision regarding the procedure. On Thursday, some members asked why the police were not at the meeting. They were told that the matter had already been discussed. You are listening to news on NRP Radio, your primary Christian source for news, sports, and the weather on nrpmediaja.com. Reaching you where you are, no boundaries, no limitations. This information package is brought to you by Saritsu Communications, connecting homes, connecting lives, connecting multiple platforms through convergence. Check them today by calling 876-333-1927 or 876-333-1926. Saritsu Communications. We are here to serve you better. Discover the power of seamless connection with Saritsu Communications, your go-to wireless internet provider. Right here in your backyard, our expert team delivers state-of-the-art internet service promptly and professionally. Choose from our comprehensive packages: speed, home, advanced, or custom, all designed for the data-driven user. Ready for lightning-fast internet? Call us at 876-333-1926 or 876-333-1927 and be online within hours. Saritsu Communications, where we're not just connecting homes, we're building communities through technology.
Radio listener, wherever you are in the world, here's the place for your weekly package of accurate news, insightful analysis, and frank commentary by me, Franklin McKnight, on the Frankly Speaking Jamaica podcast. It's all here on nrpmediaja.com. Every Monday at 1 p.m. and Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Jamaica time. Share in this latest fast-paced reporting, honest analysis, and frank commentary on the Frankly Speaking Jamaica podcast here on NRP Media and NRP Radio. Now they're all found on the online platform nrpmediaja.com. You may also go to the Frankly Speaking Jamaica YouTube channel at any time for the latest podcast. Frankly Speaking on NRP Media and Radio, reaching you wherever you are. No boundaries, no limitations. Join us.
Continuing the news now with sporting information, brought to you by Hepburn's Glass, located at 13 Chisholm Avenue, Kingston.
Hepburn's Glass Supplies is the latest trend-setting supplier of glass and mirrors in the industry. We specialize in tinted and clear glasses, as well as mirrors for all your windows, doors, and closets at very competitive prices. To maximize your shopping experience, we stock 316 and 1/8 mirror thickness and 316 and quarter thickness in our entire stock of float glasses. We have in stock gloves, cutters, and suction cups at unbeatable prices. Our customer service is second to none, with same-day cutting for your specific measurements. Visit our office at 13 Chisholm Avenue, Kingston 13. Call us at 908-0962 or email hepburn.glass@gmail.com. Hepburn's Glass. Quality service is our priority.
And now for our sports stories. Cavalier beat Harbourview by 3-1 at the Tony Spalding Sports Complex on Thursday in their National Premier League game. Cavalier took an early lead by way of a penalty and took the 1-0 lead into halftime. Shortly after the resumption, Cavalier went 2 up, but although Harbourview pulled 1 back, their hopes were dashed with a third Cavalier goal that left the score at full-time 3-1. Still on football. Colombian-born Liverpool footballer Luis Diaz's father has been released by the left-wing guerrillas who kidnapped him 13 days ago. Police sources and local media in the South American country said Luis Manuel Diaz was handed over to United Nations and Catholic Church officials by members of the National Liberation Army. He was abducted on the 28th of October in the family's hometown, Barrancas. The footballer's mother was also seized, but was freed within hours. Local media said Mr. Diaz had traveled by military helicopter to the city of Valledupar, where he would undergo a medical examination before being returned to his family. The kidnapping and ransom demand had been overshadowing the activities of the Liverpool player and teammates. That's sports in the NRP Break of Day news package, brought to you by Hepburn's Glass, located at 13 Chisholm Avenue, Kingston in Jamaica.
Hepburn's Glass Supplies is the latest trend-setting supplier of glass and mirrors in the industry. We specialize in tinted and clear glasses, as well as mirrors for all your windows, doors, and closets at very competitive prices. To maximize your shopping experience, we stock 316 and 1/8 mirror thickness and 316 and quarter thickness in our entire stock of float glasses. We have in stock gloves, cutters, and suction cups at unbeatable prices. Our customer service is second to none, with same-day cutting for your specific measurements. Visit our office at 13 Chisholm Avenue, Kingston 13. Call us at 908-0962 or email hepburn.glass@gmail.com. Hepburn's Glass. Quality service is our priority.
Stand by now for the weather coming up next. The weather report and forecast is supplied by the National Met Service. The National Meteorological Service of Jamaica is reporting that there is a significant feature of a trough across Jamaica. Additionally, there is a low-level jet stream across the central Caribbean. The trough is expected to remain across the island over the next few days. Expect windy conditions across the island due to the presence of a low-level jet stream. In the 24-hour forecast, this morning expect isolated showers across eastern parishes with partly cloudy conditions elsewhere. This afternoon, expect isolated showers and thunderstorms mainly across central and western parishes. In our 3-day forecast, on Saturday and Sunday, expect morning showers across eastern parishes with scattered afternoon showers and thunderstorms across sections of most parishes. It will be windy elsewhere. On Monday, expect partly cloudy conditions in the morning, after which expect afternoon showers and thunderstorms, mainly across central and western parishes. It will also be windy. In other current regional weather features, there is a high pressure ridge across the Gulf of Mexico and an area of low pressure across Panama. That is our latest weather information inside the NRP Break of Day news package. We promise to bring you a good news story as often as we can. If you know of or are aware of any event or person whose good story we should highlight, please send this information to our email address at nationalreligiousmediaja@gmail.com or call 876-336-9928. That's the local news, sports, and today's weather report and forecasts. Stand by now for the latest international news, courtesy of the Voice of America.
This is VOA News. I'm Michael Brown. Israeli strikes continue to pound Gaza on Friday morning as ground forces battle Hamas militants in dense urban neighborhoods. With thousands of Palestinians continuing to flee the fighting and Israel's bombing, VOA senior diplomatic correspondent Cindy Sain says U.S. President Joe Biden was asked whether there was any chance of a ceasefire between Israel and Hamas, and he replied, none.
He was also asked if he's getting frustrated with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu for not listening to U.S. requests.
It's taking a little longer than I hoped.
The Hamas-run Gaza Health Ministry says more than 10,000 people have been killed in the territory since the Hamas attack on Israel that killed 1,400 people and triggered the war. On Capitol Hill Wednesday, anti-Israeli government protesters showed up to a hearing where most Democratic and Republican lawmakers expressed their strong support for Israel. Cindy Sain, VOA News.
Hundreds of trucks from Egypt loaded with humanitarian supplies have entered Gaza since the beginning of the hostilities between Hamas and Israel. VOA's Natasha Mozgovoya reports from the Nitzana border crossing between
of them are passing through the balancing point at Nitzana between Israel and Egypt. Here they are scanned for that could be smuggled into the Gaza Strip. The trucks with Egyptian license plates start arriving at Nitzana at 8 a.m. Each truck with its loaded pallets is inspected separately, with dogs sniffing for explosives. 2 to 3 hours later, a convoy of 20 to 30 trucks makes its way along the Egyptian side of the border to the Rafah crossing into Gaza, monitored along the way by the Israel Defense Forces. Natasha Mozgovaya, VOA News, Nitzana Crossing, Israel.
This is VOA News.
That was the latest international news from the VOA. Before we go, here are the headlines once again. Prime Minister warns that those withholding information about crime will be targeted through the law. Teen held with gun and ammunition arrested. Teacher accused of sex crime resigns. And municipal council still arguing over absence of police from general meeting. And in sports, Cavalier beat Harborview by 3-1 at the Tony Spalding Sports Complex on Thursday in their National Premier League game. The news today came to you courtesy of Saritsu Communications. Connecting homes, connecting lives, connecting multiple platforms through convergence. Check them today by calling 876-333-1927 or 876-333-1926. Saritsu Communications. We are here to serve you better. Discover the power of seamless connection with Saritsu Communications, your go-to wireless internet provider. Right here in your backyard, our expert team delivers state-of-the-art internet service promptly and professionally. Choose from our comprehensive packages: AirSpeed, Home, Advanced, or Custom, all designed for the data-driven user. Ready for lightning fast internet? Call us at 876-333-1926 or 876-333-1927 and be online within hours. Suvatsu Communications, where we're not just connecting homes, we're building communities through technology. Here is your invitation to join us again this evening at 6:30 for the NRP Evening News Roundup. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel at NRP Media JA and click on the notification bell. You are also invited to send us your Facebook request to join our Facebook live broadcasts on NRP Media JA and Leon Nash, that is LEAON Nash, our radio platform at nrpmediaja.com is always operating 24/7, 365 days per year. Join this growing medium and feel fulfilled. I am Kimberly Ashley for NRP News. Have a good rest of your morning.
Listeners, hello. How about joining the Weekend's Gospel Show this and every Friday at 9 p.m.